This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
And welcome to episode 666. Ooh, dedicated to the great deceiver, Beelzebub. We are satanic, if you didn't know. So we've been working up to this as a special episode to the beast, the Antichrist, the accuser, whatever you want to refer to him as.
We have been teasing this now for about a week, saying this episode's coming up. We are going to be doing a one-time spookin'.
Yeah, we're going to
bringing back an old bit that we used to do where we would spook somebody who was nominated. And yeah, we're going to pick one from our DMs, and we'll do the spookin' at the end of the podcast.
As a special ghoulish treat to everyone who's listened to the last 666 episodes. Also, can I say, Belle, yesterday you did a great parody. I asked you to do a parody at some point. You finally did one, and I to be honest, I felt like a little bit like, ooh, now she's treading on my toes. So I felt the need to do another parody. So we're a little parody heavy, 2 for 2 this week. It's only Tuesday, but you will hear one of those in the show.
Quick question though, Spook FM. I wasn't included last year.
Yep.
Am I included this time?
You certainly are.
And the boys.
You are involved in the spooking, and there's a lot of pressure because we've said many times that when you spook, you can't think about it. It has to just come out.
It has to come
it's
naturally.
just whatever comes out.
Okay, so enjoy the podcast. It's a regular episode. There's not too much satanic stuff in it. And then at the end, obviously a bit of a spooking coming someone's way. Did you have a nice weekend, Belle?
Yes.
Nice. You just had some nice, cheeses and wines and whatnot.
What's going on?
Where did you head?
The Good Food and Wine Fest.
Yeah, because we had tickets that we were giving away, like on the show. So you got some free tickets through work, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there's like a tasting sort of thing where you can go around and like if you pay $10 for a glass, and then people, what they do is they give you a little bit of their wine, and you go, oh, that's divine. I might order a box of that.
Sometimes they put the glass on like a little rope, it's like a necklace.
Yeah, like a lanyard.
Yeah, they had those lanyards. Yeah.
So obviously, you're on your commercial radio presenter's wage. You've got your free tickets there. What did you do? What was the first thing you did when you arrived at the Good Food and Wine show over the weekend, Bill?
I went to the bathroom. First thing I did.
Yep.
What did you do after that?
Yep.
And
then did you go to where you purchased the glass and pay the $10?
So it's like $10 for this like plastic glass. Is that where you went?
No, because
What did you do?
we just so happened to find some glasses sitting by themselves.
You're foul. You got free tickets. You probably took a work Uber there, and then
I took the train.
Okay, you couldn't fork out $20 for 2 glasses so that the festival could actually make some money and you could go around for your free tastings.
So my
event.
theory was, because they had little cups as well that you could use, and so I thought, well, I'll just grab one of those little cups and we'll just use those. And I said, we're just going to save money there.
Saved $20.
We began using the cups, and then
Shame.
And then when we went to one of them, there was some glasses just sitting there, and I went, well,
I honestly don't get it.
Did Luke tell you this?
You told us.
You put it in the group chat.
Oh, did I?
Like you were bragging about it.
Because you were blind at the
wine.
Good Food and exactly. You'd probably had too many free vinos in your glass you found in the ground.
Why do I put stuff like that in the group chat?
And we sort of skipped past it at the time, and I was like, I'm going to bring that up at some point because like it's becoming a bit of a problem. Like, I love you, but like, Belle, you're such a scab.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry that I save money. I was a producer for so many years.
No, it's one of those weird things because I think
learn how to scavenge my money.
What school did you go to?
I went to MLC.
See, I feel like, to be fair, you probably had the richest upbringing.
That doesn't make
of
me
anyone in this room.
with money.
But it's like kind of like those people, like when they have more, then they like tighter.
They give less.
I give.
You take more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take.
I think I get it from my mum. She's always saved money, and
I honestly think it'd be harder to find someone in Melbourne tighter than Belle.
Yeah.
She's that tight with money. I don't think we'll be able to find anybody in Melbourne tighter than Belle.
It's a good quality to have.
13, 24, 10.
When you're poor and 80 years old and not having anything, and I'll be there in my nice mansion with all the money I've saved.
Yeah, you'll be going around to
forever.
nursing homes eating their leftover meals from the old people there.
You know why? Because I hate
stealing
food
their
waste.
jewellery.
And yes, I often do eat people's leftovers because
13,
it's better.
24, 10. No, it's not. 13, 24, 10. Are you tighter than Belle, or do you know someone that's tighter than Belle?
And like, this is pretty tight, right? Like you've had free tickets to an event where there's free tastings, and instead of paying $10 for a wine glass to taste, like you picked one off the ground. That's how tight we're
They
talking.
were going to get thrown out.
If you're tighter than that, 13, 24, 10.
We rinse them out in the tap first.
Still.
And here I am today. My immune system is strong. And what I will say is you also know that I hate rubbish. I hate waste. So those glasses are going to get thrown out.
You hate rubbish, but I think you say that a lot because you prefer to save money.
Yep.
I save money and I save the planet.
Are you...
They were going to get thrown out.
Are you tighter than Belle, or do you know someone tighter than Belle? 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz. Cara in Melton joins us now. Good morning. Are you tighter than Belle?
Good morning. It's not me that's tighter. It's actually my old boss that's extremely tight.
Right.
So the company I used to work for had about, roughly 70, probably a little bit more employees.
Mm-hmm.
And for Christmas time, he wouldn't necessarily take us out for Christmas lunches or anything like that. He would just do them at a barbecue at the office.
Mm.
And instead of, putting on like a big spread, it was just a pack of 24 sausages and he would cut them in half. And that's what everyone got.
I mean,
So,
I sort of was like, Barbie,
I don't know if that's tight or
yeah,
not.
no,
but
that's tight.
Yeah.
I sort of was like, if you can afford like a barbecue, a few drinks, I'm like, that's not bad. But when you're cutting sausages in half, the cold sausages, it's like, come on.
But you know what, Cara? The memories were just as good.
I don't
you
know.
all shared some
I don't know about
stories,
that.
had a great time. You only need half a sausage.
Nick in Warrandyte, good morning. Are you tighter than Belle?
Yeah, not myself, but back in the day, me and the lads used to frequent a place in Banana Alley called the Sugar Shack, and one of the lads, Steve-O the Devo, used to drink the dregs out of people's glasses. to get
Steve-O, stop it.
You dirty dog.
Yeah, Mick, look, it's a certain type of person that does that, and I'm not ashamed.
Oh.
And they get it again. It's going to go to waste.
It's all the backwash. It's
You
all the
risk, you risk
It's like
your
the
health.
last bit of the frothy bit of a warm
Like
beer.
floaties.
People probably put cigarettes
But
out in it.
sometimes people leave after like half a cocktail.
Oh,
There's
honestly,
still
and
half a
Belle's
cocktail
not joking.
though.
Like, she's like, if we go out for dinner, she's like, literally like, like if anyone, there's like a little bit of pasta left on your plate or like whatever, she's getting a Tupperware container and having everyone on the table's leftovers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not ashamed.
Isabel joins us. Good morning. Are you tighter than Belle?
Yes, good morning. So I'm a broke uni student, and when I'm at uni waiting in line to get my coffee, I see if anyone ahead of me is holding their loyalty card. And if they're not, I'd just be like, hey, do you mind getting my loyalty card stamped?
That's a great idea.
So what? So you're
I've
getting
never
2
thought of that.
stamps every time you're going in?
Yeah.
Isabel, that to me though, that's obviously, pretty tight. But if you're a broke uni student, that to me,
Yeah.
fair game. Belle, you work in commercial radio.
You're not a broke uni
Stop
student.
stealing wine glasses off the floor and pay $10 for a wine
I'm
glass.
saving. Also, Isabel, I'm so doing
You're just
that.
Saving
from
for
now on.
what, Belle?
We're
You've
just
got a house.
Giving her
Life.
ideas. We're just
Life.
giving her ideas, guys. Some people can't help it, and that's nothing wrong with that. And if you've got to cut costs, that's nice. But like when when you've got a bit of money and you're still being a tight ass,
Yep.
no
Belle-
one likes that.
Belle, you have admitted to, when you're going through the self-serve at Coles, you have admitted to scanning through like apples as
Not anymore.
as like a potato.
No, when I was like 19, I may have.
You've admitted to it though.
Yeah. But I was like living in a share house, and it was like, we'll just. this is
I
something-
reckon you still do
But
it.
I definitely got it though from my mum, who we were raised.
A notorious shoplifter.
No, we were raised like you brought the drink bottle with you, like
Yeah.
your normal drink bottle, and then it would always be, all right, if you're thirsty, you go to the toilets, you go to the bathroom, and you fill up your drink bottle in the bathroom, and then that's it. And you don't buy water, you don't buy anything, and that's
Okay. Well, look. I've had many conversations with you in private. I know Ben has as well. And sometimes when your message isn't getting through to a friend, the only way they can hear you
There we go.
is through.
You're a rich girl, but you're a scab. Never put your hands in your pocket.
You can rely on your dad's money. You can rely on your friend's money. Acting pov girl. It's never your round stealing money from buskers' hats. The no money line has gone too far, way too far. You're on a presenter wage now, Belle. No longer a producer. And don't you know, Belle, that it's wrong to take free wine glasses, especially when the person who used it last could have crusty lips or gingivitis or herpes virus. Whoa, you're a rich girl, but you're a tight ass. Never ever seen you tip a waiter. Keeping a lid on your money, pretending you don't have money. Wedding gift girl, never split a bill using your neighbour's Wi-Fi. Save money, but you've taken it too far, I'm shopping for all your clothes. Shoplifting from Coles every now and then. And don't you know that everyone judges you when you eat leftovers off my plate after lunch. Whoa, you're a rich girl, but you're real scabby. Never put your hands in your
it keeps
pocket.
going. It just fades
Oh, no,
out.
yeah, it just sort of fades. Well, I could have paid for the royalties for the rest of the song, but I took a leaf out of your book. And
Yeah, you're welcome.
couldn't afford it.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Probably somewhere in the snow for me. I'm a big snow guy.
For accommodation, flights, and more, book on the What If app.
What If it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Well, good morning and happy Tuesday to you, Anna in Williams Landing. How's your Tuesday looking?
It's looking pretty good. I'm just on the way to work, so...
Okay, lovely. Is this the first time you've been on the radio, Anna, or have you been on before?
I've been on before. You guys sent me to the snow to Hotham. So that was awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're a footy head, Anna, but the big news is Richmond coach Damien Hardwick is stepping down. Can you name a current Richmond player?
Oh, God. I'm not a footy fan.
There's like one really famous one. He's quite good. Got a lot of tattoos.
You can just say a name.
He has a very weird haircut.
A very weird haircut.
What
my
name
family-
sounds like a footy player name?
Yeah,
to
you can even just say like a name that sounds like someone would be called. And probably, chances are it's probably a name.
Yeah.
Nathan?
Yeah.
Nathan what?
Well, hang on.
There's a few Nathans.
There is a Nathan.
There is a Nathan,
There is
yeah.
a Nathan. We'll take Nathan.
Oh, wait, Nathan Broad. That's what you meant, obviously.
Nathan Broad,
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
On this day in 1934, notorious couple Bonnie and Clyde were killed. What were they famous for robbing?
Famous for robbing.
What did they rob?
Didn't they rob petrol stations?
I think
They might.
They
have.
they robbed a few things, but there was a few big
Yeah,
ones with
yeah.
lots of money.
A bank heist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I feel you're stabbing in the dark this morning, Anna, but I'm like,
And you're getting through.
I'm kind of here for it.
We're kind of moving the goalposts
Yeah, I
for
know. Yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna need a real answer on this one. A Taylor Swift fan is selling Rain from her Boston show in containers for $250 each. How much would it cost you if you bought 7 of these containers?
72.
Mhm.
75.
Mhm.
$1,750.
Very
She's
good.
got it. You live to see another day, Anna. All right, hot to trot. Only 2 questions left. A very lucky man has won the lottery twice. If you won the lottery, what would you spend the money on?
I would pay off my student debt and quit my second job and buy a house.
Oh, I love that. What's your second job then, Anna?
I work as a nurse as a primary job. My second job, I'm a patient care assistant.
Oh, jeez, that's a busy. See, I knew he liked you for a reason, Anna. You're just a hard worker, and it's looking like you're going to go 5-5 here in the 610 quiz. Well, hopefully you get $10,000 later on today. That would be nice. So you could maybe quit that second job.
Nice.
Eminem's daughter, Hayley, has launched a clothing line. Can you finish these lyrics?
Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating.
Won't all you ladies please stand up?
No!
Ladies, I haven't heard that one before.
But she does have other songs where he
Oh,
references
will the real
ladies.
Slim Shady please stand up?
I don't think we can accept it, Anna. You've done so well. You've made it so far. We do have to move on.
No, you're still in the draw, Anna.
She
That's pretty
fell,
good.
but she stood back up straight away.
I
She
don't
fell
know.
multiple times.
Yeah,
throughout
we
the
were
quiz.
being quite nice this morning, I think. Susie, we're going to need you to finish the lyrics.
Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating.
A Slim Shady, yay, yay.
Wow. All right. Not a rap fan, obviously,
Shady,
Susie.
yeah.
Whippity-poo-pa-boo. Pack it up, pack it in. Slim Shady.
All right, Rosie in Mount Martha, can you please finish these Eminem lyrics?
Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating.
Oh, I'm no good with Eminem either.
Oh, okay. Well, we're burning through them this morning. It's probably one of the,
Should have
the
just given
bigger
it to Anna.
the biggest songs ever. Christy in Hillside, can you finish these lyrics?
Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating.
Won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Please stand up. Well
Stand
done.
up.
All right, you're in the draw for 10,000. You also get to pick the next song we play. So would you like to hear some Aqua this morning? We can all gyrate a little bit on this Tuesday morning.
Or right off the back of their announce of coming to Australia, Bachelor Girl.
Definitely Bachelor Girl for
All
me.
right. Well, Dr. Jones seems to be the hot turd that we are struggling
we
to
kill it?
move.
No, we're not killing it.
I reckon someone will pick it tomorrow.
Someone will pick it tomorrow.
I
But
reckon.
right now, let's all enjoy Bachelor Girl.
Hey Mom, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you teach me a thing or two?
We had our first birthing class yesterday, my wife Sam and I. Our baby son is due to be born July 29th.
And Ben, that is so exciting. And I suppose there's probably like an online module where as the godfather I can catch up and maybe watch that one later on today just so I know what to expect
Honestly,
as well.
there would be some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You
Wonderful.
Can watch.
Wonderful.
Look, there was lots of... It's mainly like educational.
Yeah.
And the lovely lady who ran the class, she told me a few stories. One of the stories she told me I can't even retell on the radio. So
Was it something going wrong?
no, it's a very funny story, but it's just inappropriate.
Yeah,
So
right.
what I'm going to do though is I will tell you both that story, but we'll put it in the bonus podcast
Yeah.
today. So
Wonderful.
if you search the Ben Lehman Bell podcast feed, we'll do a bonus podcast for that inappropriate story.
Sometimes we do those bonus
Yep.
ones that we
And
can't do on air.
I think it's hilarious. Like when I
Okay.
heard it, I was laughing for about 5 minutes. That's
Okay.
how funny I thought it was. That'll be in the podcast. But the one story that I can share now, it's less of a story, more of an interesting fact. Would you like to hear an interesting
Oh,
fact?
yeah.
Oh no.
So when people give birth, you imagine them laying down in the bed on their back.
That's in the movies, yeah, normally. Yeah, they might be like propped up a little bit.
Yep.
Their legs are
Are you
going to
say that the
Yeah.
squatting is way easier?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're not supposed to lay down in childbirth. That's like totally unnatural.
What?
To do. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Childbirth traditionally, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a squat.
It's a squat. There's lots of different things you can do. Like
I
you,
don't know. I've seen a lot of movies. Guys.
So,
I've never seen that.
a lot of women, they'll get up. Now they encourage, if you haven't had an epidural, they'll encourage you to get up, walk around if you can. And then, there's like kind of bend over the bed. You can get into the water bath these days. That's pretty common as well. But the whole reason childbirth is like in Hollywood movies and the way people do it in bed on their back is because hundreds of years ago, King Louis XIV, the French king, was obsessed with childbirth.
It's a weird thing
Big
to be
creep.
obsessed with. Yeah.
Big creep, right? He had
Yeah.
about 50 mistresses, and he was super into childbirth, right?
Uncle Louis.
So he would get these women pregnant, and then he would get them on the bed, and he was the one that invented the bed with the stirrups,
So that he could watch?
so that he could watch.
Oh my god.
Big creep.
Louis.
And then what happened was all the peasants found out that that's how the royals give birth.
That would have been quite the tea of the day in the village.
So then all the peasants started doing it because they heard that's how the royals do it, and that was how we got the modern day version of childbirth.
True?
That's 100% true.
That is a fun fact.
Because King Louis was a big childbirth fetish guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's horrible,
really,
isn't it?
childbirth should look like when you're driving into a music festival and there's a bit of a line and then there's just tons of girls popping squats near trees and stuff. So that's what you actually should look like when you're giving birth.
100%.
Squatting down.
Everybody is on. Josh Daicos.
Oh, what a man. Joshy Daicos, good morning. How you doing?
Going great, guys. Awesome weekend. Feeling good.
Oh, geez. Big win of your biggest rivals. Doesn't get much better than that.
Have you got the torn guernsey hanging up in the pool room somewhere?
I do actually have it. I managed to get it from the club after the game, so it's actually sitting at home right now. It's there's not too many times I get my jumper torn, so I was quite happy.
I must admit, I feel like I've seen, because I think we follow you on Instagram, obviously, and in the back of a story, I'm pretty sure I saw what I think is the Daicos family pool room. Like someone was like playing pool, and there was like, remember, it was like obviously you would have been to like a million, sportsman lunches and stuff over the years. Was like bid for charity, and I'm pretty sure I saw maybe like a CR7, like a Ronaldo boot on the wall or something like that.
It's actually that's actually my cousin's pad in Gold Coast, so they'd love this shout out here. Yeah, they they got an awesome pad and they got a great pool room and almost memorabilia room. Everything's in there. It's it's absolutely.
It's like a Muhammad Ali glove or something like that. I was looking pretty close.
It's a vibe in there. It's a vibe.
So with your Guernsey, do you normally play a game and then just like take your Guernsey off and then you never see it again, or do you wear the same Guernsey each week?
I'm pretty sure we might have 2 or 3, and then they just go and rotate.
Yeah.
And then for Sir Doug Nicholls' round, we have 2 of the same. Play 2 rounds.
Yeah.
For that, so when it got ripped, straight away, basically, I've only got 1 left now. So they were thinking about stitching it up, but I think I'll be good. Just stay away from fights this week.
Yeah,
my money.
I'd love if you had just a patch on your shoulder. That'd be great.
Well, Josh, I mean, I'm a bit of a Premier League guy, and you see it like a lot. The players like take their kid off and like give it to a kid or whatever. Are you allowed to do that? Like, or they say like, please don't do that?
No, we're not. It'd actually be really nice. It'd be a nice touch if we could. But no, we're not allowed. Like, it just I'm not too sure the reason why. I think we'd definitely maybe due to the limited jumpers we have.
This actually leads nicely into a question I've wanted to ask you now for a few weeks. Maybe it's a myth, maybe you can bust it, but Maynard got into a fight, got his Guernsey ripped, and then he had competitive beast written on the collar.
Yeah.
I saw, and it was probably like a Reddit thread, so maybe there's no truth to it, but I heard that all Collingwood players have something written on the collar. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So it's just like in Texter?
No, it's printed on. So
right.
It was a great initiative. I think it was Fly. I was actually away the day we got spoken to about it, but basically it's we got spoken to about the legacy you want to leave at the club and what makes you play your best football, what's your why, what's your purpose. So, Bruzzy's, I'm pretty sure, is a competitive beast, and I think you can see why when he plays and the fights he gets into. So, it's interesting. Everyone has their own different reason why they play and who they're representing.
Well, Josh, I mean, what's yours?
Oh, this is my moment, is it? Yeah. It's for me, when I had to think about it, I thought about everything Dad's done for the club, obviously his legacy, and it always gets spoken about. It's always been spoken about since a young age. So I thought about Nick and I and how we could build upon that legacy. So I think you might have seen when they had the photo of my jumper ripped, you could just see 7, but on the other side it's 35 and 7.
Oh. Wow.
So it was I think a lot about what Nick and I can do to hopefully add to Dad's legacy.
You'd be a bit rattled, if it's for the motives and that sort of stuff. If one of the other teammates, their Guernsey got ripped, and you just saw like money or something like written on there, and you're like, hang on, I don't know if this guy's in it for the right reason.
You are here with Ben, Liam, and Belle. Also joined in the studio with Josh Daicos, as we do every fortnight. Friend of the show. Big AFL story today is Damien Hardwick stepping down. Josh, what do you make of all that?
Yeah, I did see that last night. It was really sad to see. I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw a fair few photos of him, but I just thought it was from the loss on the weekend. Really tough loss for them. And it's really sad to see. I think, obviously, unbelievable coach, what he's been able to do at Richmond, turn it around and build the dynasty. So, clearly must be a bit burnt out. And being the head coach is unbelievably tough gig. So to do it for as long as he has, as well as playing, has been unbelievable.
Yep.
But it's pie season on Brighter News, you know. You bet your biggest rivals over the weekend with Colin. You mentioned as well that you had a few days off, so you actually managed to go out for the first time after the game. What does that sort of look like? Because obviously, you know what it's like on Swan Street. Like if there's a big game in the G, people just like everyone from the footy is just pouring out there. They're keeping the party going. They're having a few drinks. Like surely you're getting pestered, right? If you're going somewhere on Swan Street,
mate, it's insane. We're very fortunate at the club. They do a great job of after the game hosting friends and families for a few drinks.
Nice.
So we headed straight there after the game, had a few beers, which was really nice. Hasn't been too many times this year where we've been able to let our hair down. So
yeah,
I had all my friends there, girlfriend, family, which was awesome. So to have a bit of fun with them, and then we did end up going out for a little bit. It was like a circus, and it was good to see so many Collingwood scarves and fans out and about. But at the same time, it gets quite hectic,
mate, especially after you had that shirt ripped off and the rig out. A little bit crazier than usual on Swan Street.
Hey, remember as well, Melbourne, you can always text us 0457 310 100 if you ever have a question for an AFL player. You've ever been watching the TV and you thought, how does that work, or why do they do that? Remember, you can always text us and ask the question.
All right, first text that we've gotten through this morning. Someone's asked, what's a better feeling as a player? A rundown tackle to save a goal, or scoring a goal?
Good question.
Easy one, scoring a goal.
Yeah. Really? I would have thought the rundown tackle.
Not even a question. I'll go goal any day.
Wow.
You'd take
it. Fair.
Is it because you get more rundown tackles than goals?
Definitely not. But just you can't. It's tough to explain the feeling of kicking a goal. It's just nothing like it. Especially against Carlton. Against those dirty Blues, so nothing beats that.
All right, this kind of comes off the back of what you were just talking about, but James in Ringwood, 9 years old, said, how many days off do you get in a week?
Yeah, it's a good question. It varies. The club's been awesome. I think after most games, they've given us 2 days off. Mm-hmm. With today being the exception, we're in at the club at 1 p.m. and we'll go through all our meetings and recovery and getting ready for North Melbourne this week. So usually it's it can vary between 2 to 3 days off a week.
Mm-hmm. Josh, I want to ask you this one as well because we asked Clayton Oliver last week, so I can't remember who texted in, and I don't know if this is your bag, but we asked him if his footy had ever gotten him out of anything like a fine or got him special treatment at a club or anything like that. He said he did get out of a fine for being on his phone. Someone said go D's. Like a cop, has that ever happened to you? Like has the footy thing ever got you out of a tricky situation?
It hasn't yet. I've actually always thought about it if I did. Yeah. There's been a couple of times where I have got a fine, or I got caught driving in the bus lane earlier this year, so I thought...
That's not a bad... I'm like, we obviously didn't hear about that because it's not like a bad one. It's not like drink driving, you're like, he's in the bus lane. There'll still be articles beating it up, though, as well. Like, Collingwood star, a shame, you know.
Going out definitely helps. I mean, Nick, he's only 20, but he's got a lot of connections going out, and even on the weekend, he sorts out the boys, and... He has a great time. It was actually funny on the weekend because by the end of the night, so Sunday night, all he could think about was his punch on Blake Acres, and he was so worried. And I reckon Brazzy messaged him late. He must have been in bed, just couldn't sleep, and he's like, mate, like I just saw the hit. It was a beauty. Like, good on you. And then Nick's all nervous trying to call him, like, Brazzy, you reckon I'll get off? Like, you reckon I'm all right? So I was like, it was funny.
Well, Josh, thanks so much for coming in. The Pies take on North Melbourne this Sunday. Enjoy your half day off as well, and thanks so much for coming in early.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's very exciting because we do have some big tickets to give away, and whenever we do have tickets to give away, I normally say, hey, Ben, Belle, you take off the afternoon. I've got an idea for a hot game we can play.
After memorable, groundbreakingly creative segments such as Curry Styles, Egg Sheeran, Stan Smith, let's give her the tickets, and Lizonia.
He's definitely burned his mouth.
Call us now on 132410 for tickets to Irish sexy boy sensation Nial Pop-Coarn.
It does work, Belle.
It doesn't work.
Leave the segments to me. Nial Pop-Coarn, where I have a mouth full of popcorn, and I will sing a song by Nial Pop-Coarn.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, that's how I say it.
Oh, gosh. Well, yeah,
Isn't that
Nial,
how you guys say it?
Nial is coming on tour. Nova and TEG live exclusively present Nial Horan the Show live on tour 2024, coming to Rod Laver Arena on May 3rd next year. Tickets on sale Friday, 2nd of June, 10 a.m. from Ticketek.
Playing this morning is Ellen in Newport. Good morning, Ellen.
Good morning, team.
Very simple. Liam is going to fill his mouth full of popcorn.
Yeah.
And then he's going to sing a song by Nial Horan. And you're going to tell us what song he's singing, okay?
Easy.
If you get it right, you've won the exclusive tickets.
Sure.
Ellen, just quickly while he's stuffing his mouth, do you think this game works or not?
I'm really I'm under pressure. I feel like
Popcorn.
it's going to be hard, but I'm going to try.
All right, he's ready.
Oh, it's my hand.
Yeah, I want you, baby, slow hands, like sweat dripping down out there.
Congratulations, Ellen! You're seeing Nial Pop-Coarn.
Well done.
That's amazing. Thank you, everyone.
Are you a big 1D fan?
I am, yes. I can't wait to take my little cousin with me.
Amazing. Well, we've got some good news as well, because Niall's actually going to be on the show tomorrow.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Have you got any questions that come to mind off the top of your head?
Is he going to do the popcorn quiz?
Would be pretty fun. Yeah, we'll see if he's up for it.
We have got more tickets to give away as well across the week here on Nova. So if you're a Nial fan, Nova FM is where you want to stay.
There's plenty of popcorn going around. Ben, have you got your key?
I do have my key.
I've got my key. Belle, I'm assuming you've got yours.
Right here.
All right, well, let's turn them all at the same time and open up the forbidden folder. Just blowing some dust off it. We haven't done this one in a while. This is where we keep all the ideas that the boss has said no to in the past because they're just not really appropriate for breakfast radio. Fun topics, though. 13, 24, 10 this morning. Are you a swinger?
Oh.
Yeah, it's interesting. Swing, you know, the keys in the bowl and whatnot.
Forbidden folder key in the bowl.
Yeah, why not? Chuck it in. See who you end up with.
Well, maybe I should call up for this one. Okay.
Hey?
You done that? Nah.
Belle's a swinger?
No, I'm not.
That's what you're saying.
No, Luke, my partner, and I are not. But it is funny we're doing this because...
Nice.
Ben. Because, as you guys know, we've recently moved house and Luke and I moved in together. And it's quite like a small community where we've moved into, and you know it's very it's like a gated, nice little suburb, and there's a Facebook group where everyone chats, and
Lots
it's
of
all
privacy for swinging.
Well, turns out there is.
What do you mean?
So we've only been there 3 weeks, and we had a guy we put in the Facebook group. Oh, we need a plumber to help us out, and he came round and
he's
he was
like, I know what you want, wink.
Well, so he came out and he was really sweet, and he's like, oh well, actually. A few of us couples get together on the weekends.
Well, he pitched that to you.
We don't let just anyone into our group, but we go to each other's houses, so we'd love to have you guys be a part of it. And in the moment, I thought it. I didn't know Luke thought it, but I was like, oh, that's all right. I think we're fine. And then as he left, Luke was like, wow, we just got invited. I can't believe that just happened.
Thing?
I was like,
How do you know that was a swinger party invite and not just a friendly neighbourhood?
It could have been like a picnic.
Thing, I don't know. Are we going to find out? I don't know.
No, it's probably a picnic.
Was the guy that was pitching it, was he attractive? Or was he a bit like...
I mean, my minimum age is usually about 40, so yeah.
Right, so he's in his 40s.
Yeah,
but are you sure it was... Was it suggestive in any way? Because, I mean, you could Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember when I moved into my neighbourhood and they're like, yeah, it's like a really nice neighbourhood. Everyone's got dogs. And, you know, I didn't think like, oh, they obviously want to
swing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe there is a thing.
I think for research purposes, you have to go to that party.
Yeah, I think you got to go.
I'm not going for research purposes.
We should strap mics. To be fair, they'd find them pretty quick.
They're walking with cameras and microphones all over everybody.
What? And then we just play
100
it on the radio? What do you mean?
No, I think I'm kind of interested in that now. I think you should go.
Yeah,
Tell
I think
us.
you should go.
My money's on.
Well, why don't you
money's
go?
on picnic. I don't want to go. I don't live in the community.
We can get invited.
Yeah, you got to go.
13 24 10 is our number. We're talking swingers this morning in the Forbidden Folder.
Even that, like, we're like, oh no, I don't believe it, not a thing. Like, it's probably a picnic. But maybe you're listening and going, oh yeah, no, that's how we approach people. That's how it starts. But I'm sure if you're a part of the community, you're like, oh yeah, like you'd be sick of people. I mean, maybe even the keys and the bowl thing isn't a thing. Maybe that's just like a stereotype. I don't know. I'm sure we're about to find out though, because this person certainly knows a lot about this topic. It always excites me when a name comes up on the screen and there's a call from someone called the Mistress.
Happens all the time.
Yeah. The Mistress joins us now. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us.
Are we correct in saying, Mistress, so you've given us a buzz, but you're not, you actually run a place that holds nights for swingers. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Right,
Wow.
so it's a venue that couples will go to swing. Is that how it works?
Yeah, exactly right. So first and foremost, we run as a wine bar. So the main area of our venue is a wine bar. So anyone walking in would think it looks like any other wine bar. We set it up like that on purpose so that it is non-confrontational. It feels comfortable. People can walk in and have a good time. But we also, in a different part of the venue, have some rooms set up where people can go to play if they so desire.
Is there ever a time in the evening when there's a couple unaware just enjoying a Pinot Gris going, this is starting to get a bit weird? Like, is there people that are just unknowingly on like a first date and they're like, I think this might be one of those places?
No, absolutely not. When we are hosting events, we always welcome any guests that arrive at the door, and we go through the rules of the venue, how to walk. So we make sure that everyone that's coming in the door knows what they're getting into.
Right.
And so are the days of going to other people's houses and doing the whole keys in the bowl thing, are they gone? Is it now you go to venues?
Well, people still go to other people's houses. The keys in a bowl isn't really a thing. Obviously, that's sort of a stereotype from the past. But really, it's much more about connecting with other couples and singles, developing a bit of a relationship, getting to know each other. And it's the same way as you sort of meet people when you're dating. You make sure that you all get along and you make the choice of who you decide that you'd like to take things further with. It's not that anonymous type of throw it in a bowl and
If you're swinging, is there a limit to how many other couples can swing in that one activity?
Whoa.
Or is it like, no, you could be up to 10?
There's not up to anything. It's entirely up
20.
to the people that are involved. So it can be just a couple with one extra person. It could be an entire room of people.
Yeah.
So it's entirely up to the people that are involved, and they make the choices about what they're comfortable with doing.
So interesting that you said that about, singles as well. So the idea of swing has always been, you're a swinger if you're a couple and you swap.
Yep.
So as a single, you could walk into this bar and then just be included in it as well.
Yeah, well, as a single lady, you could. We don't have single men come to our venue.
I see.
So it's for couples and single ladies. So often a couple doesn't want to meet another couple and do the partner swap that you were just mentioning, but they might like to have another lady join them, and then the three of them would sort of have a bit of an experience together.
It's interesting that there are some rules in place because you probably end up with a wine bar full of single men. I suppose if you didn't have, you know what I mean? Like, you guys here for the
no one
when are the
wants that.
chicks getting here, right? I see it's smart. You've obviously been in the game for a while and you know what works and what doesn't.
It has been a fascinating insight into the world of swinging this morning.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on, Mistress. Thank you very much. All right. Take it easy.
Mistress is gone. Mistress busy. Back to the swinging.
That was interesting.
That was,
though.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Obviously there's like lots of rules and stuff in place. It's like, it's not as flippant as that. But I should have asked her what she thinks of Belle's situation, because I don't know if you've just caught the tail end of this whole chat started because Belle thinks she may have been invited to a swinger party.
I think you got to go to that party.
Yeah, look, I definitely have to talk to Luke about it. We can't just go ahead.
Oh, no, single ladies are allowed in. Yeah. Oh, hang on, you're not single. Yeah, I know, no, but like you can go as a single unit.
I think you'll be up for it.
Well, you're coming too then. Everyone has to come with me.
Dan, Liam and Belle's Fast Five. Thanks to What If. It's Aussie for Trouble.
Hey, Claire, you want some cash?
Yes, please.
Well, this is commercial radio, baby, so you've come to the right place. You're already in the draw to win $10,000 with Nova's 10K a day in May. Yeah, pretty good. We could score $500 right now, though, if you can get the next 5 questions right in 30 seconds. If you don't know any of these, just pass, okay? Sound good?
Yes, awesome.
3, 2, 1.
What does the T in GST stand for?
Tax.
The Kate Bush song Running Up That Hill hit the charts last year after it made an appearance on
Stranger Things.
Yes, the lion is the animal associated with which star sign?
Leo.
Which Aussie city has suburbs called Carlisle, Kewdale and Burswood near the CBD?
Pass.
+64 is the international calling code for what country?
Australia? No.
Oh, jeez, Claire.
You're doing pretty
the
well.
First 3, just boom, boom, boom. Perth, Carlisle, Kewdale. Yeah, I know. I normally just go like, if I haven't heard of them, it's probably Perth. Sorry for anyone listening from Perth. And yes, 6-4 is New Zealand. If you wanted to call our neighbours across the Dutch, that's what you punch in.
Nice work, though, Claire. You really smashed it the first few. That was really good.
I know. I was a bit confident and then just flaked it at the end. But that's okay.
That's all right.
Curveball in there.
You can always play again tomorrow, same time. The Fast Five is back.
I don't know about you guys, but my worst fear in life is sending a message about someone to that person.
Oh, cringe.
The worst.
It happens as well because if you're talking about someone, you're thinking about them, then it's easy to put their name in. It happens.
Totally, and there's nothing you can do about it. Although in this day and age, sometimes on Facebook you can unsend the message, which is a godsend.
That's almost more sus, though, isn't it? It's like, what was that supposed to be?
You could drive to their house and smash their phone before they look at it.
That is true. And that's probably what this real estate agent wanted to do. There's a story of a real estate agent who has sent an email about a tenant to the tenant instead of the landlord. Now, it sounds bad, yeah, but what it's done is actually uncover a deeper issue about people bumping up rent and blaming it on the rental crisis and all of that. This email has now been published online. Everyone has access to it. I'm going to read you a bit of the email. Not all of it. It's quite long. I'm going to read you a bit. You just tell me what you would do if this was you in this situation.
Okay.
It starts by saying, you'll recall the discussions I had with you earlier in the year about this high-maintenance nature of this particular tenant. Out of all the properties I manage, they are the most maintenance requests and occupies the most of my and therefore your time. On one occasion, he called every day for 2 weeks. The receptionists are sick of him. I propose that we increase their rent. I'm thinking we go from $500 to $950 and attribute it to the current rental market. I don't think we'd get this much if we relisted, but we'd certainly get a bit of boost, not to mention the peace of mind of having a better tenant. If he agrees to the increase, it's a surprise win for us.
Is that you can't actually put it up $450, can you?
No, but I think what they're saying is let's just do that, and then if they go up
that's
$200,
criminal, right? Like that's just doubling someone's rent.
Well,
then trying to claim it on the crisis. I mean, there's no crisis that bad.
Well, that's the thing. They're saying, let's put it up, and they'll go, nah, screw you guys, I'm out. And they'll go, yay, they're gone. Or he'll go, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And then you get an extra $450.
It's win-win.
Thing is, though, so obviously this tenant's gotten the email and gone, well, screw you guys, put it all over the internet. Now, the real estate agent is obviously going to be dragged. They're going to be recorded to VCAT, all the rest. It's awful. And like I said, my absolute worst nightmare. But it is not rare. 13-24-10, did you catch them bitching?
Yeah, maybe the message accidentally went to you. Maybe you walked around the corner and you just caught the tail end and you went, oh, hang on. They're having a bitch there.
Thing is, it's a good thing, though, for this tenant because now they've got the upper hand now, really. Which it can end in a good way. Maybe you resolved something because you caught them bitching about you.
Maybe he's paying $300 now. I don't know.
Lauren in Mornington, good morning. Did you catch them bitching?
I did. I've got some cafes in the hospitality sector, and one of my staff, a few of my staff were sending text messages to each other about me. They just happened to leave it on the bench, and the messages were beeping.
So you sort of saw like a group chat just going off on someone's phone. It was just like, Lauren's the worst. Well, do you mind us asking what they were sort of saying?
Oh, just like, she's a real bitch. Can't believe she's doing this, so I have to do this today.
And then did you confront them all about it?
Yeah, I did. One of them was really apologetic. She was really sorry. And the other one was actually a good friend of mine who I was helping him out.
No.
And he was the one stirring the trouble.
Yeah.
The rat.
Done the dirty on you.
Oh, Lauren, sorry to hear, but thanks for calling up. Aaron in Croydon, good morning. Did you catch him bitching?
No, but I was the person who sent a message to the person I was talking about.
You bitch. What did you do, Aaron?
No. I was dating a guy and he ended it, so I was messaging my best friend and I was like, what a asshole.
Oh, hang on, we're
Another
going to
guy.
have to... Sorry, you can continue your story.
You're not texting him now. You're like live on the radio now. I know you still understand you're angry about the situation.
The story probably I can't say because there's a lot more swear words in there.
That's okay, just leave them out. But
this isn't the Joe Rogan podcast.
I'm guessing you said it about him and you sent it
100,
to him.
But, yeah, good on you.
But that sucks.
Well, I guess we just have to move on then if you can't.
God bless you. No, I certainly couldn't. And, that very clear F-bomb was just the start of my tirade. I was actually going to work my way through the alphabet. I was warming up to a C very shortly.
Attention all Collingwood fans. If you didn't know, every single fortnight we get Josh Daicos in the studio to hang out for half an hour. Such a great guy. He comes in every fortnight before 8 a.m. So if you listen after 8 a.m, that means you probably miss him.
Yeah, he's a very sweet man. On the weekend, you might have caught him doing some little some Italian kisses on the field.
Yep.
Apparently, he does that quite a lot. It's obviously like a European greeting, but we thought after that we would just try it on for size this morning. Normally, it's a handshake.
Yep.
Maybe like a small hug for Belle, but for Ben and I, it's just the. So he came in for the handshake. We went for the kiss. You can see that interaction on the Ben, Liam and Belle Instagram story.
Not everyone gets to say they've kissed Josh Daicos.
Smells good.
That is true.
He does smell good.
Always smells nice.
Being that close.
One thing he said this morning that I want to replay for you, is very insightful, I thought, was I wanted to ask him this question because a couple of weeks ago, Maynard got into a bit of a fight on the field, got his Guernsey torn, and you could see on the inside of his collar, I thought it was written in Texter, but turns out it's actually stitched in there. It said competitive beast. And so we asked him, is it a rumour or is it true that all Collingwood players have got something stitched inside their collar, like a motto or a feeling? And he said, yes, it is true. So then, of course, the follow-up question was, well, what's written inside yours?
I thought about everything Dad's done for the club, obviously his legacy. They had the photo of my jumper ripped. You could just see 7, but on the other side it's 35 and 7.
Oh. Wow.
So yeah, it was I think a lot about what Nick and I can do to, hopefully add to Dad's legacy.
You'd be a bit rattled, if it's for the motives and that sort of stuff. If one of the other teammates, their Guernsey got ripped and you just saw like money or something like written on there and you're like, hang on.
Such a lovely guy. We asked him a whole bunch of other questions. If you want to hear our chat with Josh Daicos, you can search the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast wherever you get your podcast from.
Don't know if you've seen, but I've just written inside my shirt, parody song guy. So that's going to inspire me for the rest of the week.
Yeah, mine says leave me alone.
Okay. What does yours say, Belle?
Mine says...
too late. We'll get to that one tomorrow.
Belle says slow. Not very funny.
I was just thinking... Sorry, to be honest...
Too late, Belle. The show's finished.
Wait.
And that's the end of the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast, and you know what that means.
It's time to put a smile on your dial. BNDL presents Spook FM.
Oh, what's up, all you ghosts and ghouls? Gee whiz, it's been a little while since we got spooky here on Spook FM. How you doing there, Ben?
Ghoulish.
Yeah, what about you, Belle?
Devilish.
Yeah, all right, that's how I like it. Well, guess what? People have been getting their numbers in on the Ben, Liam and Belle Instagram. We're going to be calling back one of those lucky numbers and we're going to be spooking someone they've nominated.
Just quickly, we never used to do Spook FM like we were like hype guys. We
You're
just
like
did
an
it normally.
American DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, well. It's been a while since we've done Spook FM.
I
forgot about the bit.
I think this music's making you hyped up.
Yeah.
So we're calling Tom.
All right. Tom will have to answer, otherwise we'll have to spook someone else.
Hey!
Hi, Tom. How you doing? Hey, welcome to Spook FM. You are the lucky person who has been nominated for the bit on special episode 666. You would like us to spook someone for you?
Yes, I would. I'd like to spook my mother.
Yes. Now, if she doesn't answer, we do have to move on to somebody else, but we will try and spook your mum for you. What's she like with spookins?
She hates it.
Oh, she doesn't like to be spooked?
She hates the spook, and me and my brother do it all the time.
Oh, you spook. You're fans of spooking.
Tom, what's her name and how old is she?
Her name's Lillian. Oh, she's in her 60s now.
Okay.
She's about
And
52.
we do have to ask Tom, there is no pre-existing heart conditions.
No, there isn't.
Wonderful.
Can you verbally sign the waiver and say you will not hold us responsible for your mum's heart?
If she's got a bad heart, we've already done it in.
Okay. All right. Well, lucky. Yeah. Famous last words. You have signed the waiver. Now we are free to be as ghoulish and as devilish as we feel, and we are going to give your mum the spooking of a lifetime. Now, remember the biddies. We've got we don't want to hear giggles and anything like that in the back. Tom, if you're going to be in on the spooking, you've got to be nice and quiet. Okay. Hush when we spook.
Should we go Liam spook?
Yep.
Ben spook me, and Belle.
And then big finisher.
And then is Tom going to spook?
Yeah, Tom, did you want to do a spook as well on your mum?
Yeah, I'm gladly going to spook.
All right, you come in
I'm
for the...
keen to hear Belle's first spook ever.
Tom, to be honest, I don't know what's going to happen.
So just remember, Liam, me, Belle, and then Tom, you bring it home, okay?
Done.
All right, great.
Awesome. All right. Here we go. We're calling Lillian now on Spook FM.
Hello?
Hey, Lillian.
You've been spooked. Welcome to Spook FM. Hi, we're the hosts, Ben, Liam and Belle. We've got your son here, Tom. He put you up for the spooking.
There you go, Mum.
Oh, you're a rat bag. You're lucky I didn't hang up on you.
Oh,
you did very well.
You must have been quite spooked there. You must have. I'm glad you didn't hang up and call the police.
I was actually going to tell you, you know what, but
yeah.
I thought, I've never heard anything like this.
Yeah,
so I thought it might have been some old weird guy carrying on like an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, there's two weird guys here, Lillian. So
Lillian.
thanks for sticking through it.
Lillian, how's the old ticker? Feel all right?
Hey, my ticker's fine, thank you very much.
Okay,
good.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Because just so you know, there are 7 stages of spooking. First, it's shock, denial, anger, then depression, acceptance, and hope. That's how you process the spook. So there is a hotline we have for people who have been spooked. We've got producers working around the clock, and they're able to take your call anytime because we understand that it's quite a toll on someone to be spooked.
Yeah,
especially when they're least expecting it.
My son obviously has nothing to do today.
And neither do we.
All right, Lillian, we'll let you go. You have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Tom, how did you find that, mate?
Oh, mate, that was unreal. That was so good.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, man.
It was good to bring it back just for one
it's
final
good to hear
hurrah.
Spook FM.
Yeah.
Mate.
Well,
I was listening to the old ones and, mate, they just bring back some nostalgia.
You were listening back to the old... When were we doing Spook FM, out of interest? How long ago was that?
I think it was mid to late 2021.
Yeah,
from memory.
A good time.
When I catch up too quick on the recent ones, I'll go back through the old ones. I love it.
Whoa, good on you,
So
Tom.
funny. I like how we literally we do spend hours every day trying to put a good show on for you guys, and Spook FM seems to be one of the things that's had more cut through than a lot of things.
Hey, Tom, you're super active in the Alpha Squad. You got a plinth yet?
No, I don't have a plinth yet.
Give you a plinth, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It feels like you deserve a plinth. I see how active you are. You're a great listener. You're going back and listening to the old ones. You got involved with Spook FM. We'll give you a plinth. Are you in Adelaide or Melbourne? Where are you?
No, I'm in Sydney.
Sydney.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm probably not far from Kurt Badman. He's in the Blue Mountains. I'm not far from there.
There you go. You should have a little like AGM, the Blue Mountains Ben Lehman Bell Alpha Squad annual general meeting. Yeah.
I was thinking of hiring a community hall just to get all the Sydney folks together.
It'd be pretty empty, I reckon.
Well, look, if you send Andy your address, we'll send you a plinth.
Easy as. Thanks for that, guys. Appreciate it.
No worries, Tom.
Thanks for joining us here on Spook FM.
Wow.
Yeah, that was invigorating. I still have
like
that.
being part of it. It was nice.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
fun.
Yeah,
It was good spooking.
I'm glad you got a thrill out of it, Belle.
Yeah,
You
good.
you sort of feel that, the back of your back of your neck. You just go, ooh, it's the hairs on my neck are going up because we're about to do a spooking.
Well, maybe it is the whole part of Spook FM, the vibe that you get from it, but it is addictive. I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad that we've only done one person.
No,
I feel like everyone's missing out.
No more spooking.
We need to wait
No
for another
more.
ghoulish number.
But we had so many people wanting to be
what would the next
spooked.
ghoulish number be?
Because, I don't know. I think
6,666?
Yeah, but like it's the 3 6s is the thing. I don't know. Like,
Well, would we do like a Friday the 13th if there was a Friday the 13th soon? There's also Halloween.
yeah, maybe. I reckon Spook FM will return on Friday the 13th if one pops up and Halloween. So watch this.
What about a full moon?
I just Googled when's the devil's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Apparently in Denmark and Norway.
It's the 22nd of October.
In their culture.
I was going to say it's the 13th of June.
Well, that's nice that you remember my birthday.
Pretty close,
Nice that you
actually.
remember mine.
June 11th.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Devil's birthday, June 11th.
Really? Isn't that the Queen's
It actually is the Queen's birthday weekend, yeah. But she's actually born in April, but now she's dead, so.
Well, yeah. Well, now she's a devil.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't have. We've been having a lot of fun with Spook FM, but then, to smut the name of.
We also
Elizabeth
didn't need to keep
Regina.
going after the spook.
There's also a Reddit.
Should
There's
we
also
stop?
a Reddit thread that I enjoy that says, "Is Halloween the devil's birthday?"
Imagine that. If you're like, yeah, I mean, Christmas is obviously Jesus' birthday, so Halloween is the devil's birthday.
All right, see you, podcast.
I reckon that's a real thing of kids Googled. Is Halloween the devil's birthday?
Ben just did.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.